Back in 2018, I started Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I was sidetracked when I saw how big the map was, and I have finally finished the map. So I am now going to finally finish this story. Well, let's go finish the gates of Atlantis. Seal Atlantis. Alright, Dad, we're back. We got all the stuff. I also never look down these hallways before I talk to Dad. Did that just turn on? Yo, this is totally Mass Effect Andromeda feels.
This recording was supposed to be about the Spear of Leonidas. But you know what a spear is. Humans have been killing each other with them for over 100,000 years.
What the hell's this?
I'm afraid precursor interference is behind this. A corruption in biological programming. Technological artifacts merging with flesh to create monstrous hybrids.
That's the monsters we've been fighting.
I'm afraid precursor interference is behind this. A corruption in biological programming. Technological artifacts merging with flesh to create monstrous hybrids. So we all know the ancient Greeks wrote about what would later be called mythical beings. But in this reality, some of them are more than mythical.
Cool. Man, I would have totally missed this.
I shouldn't be surprised. My fellow precursors love being treated like gods. Why not create pets worthy of that reputation?
It's just so interesting that there's like data streams here.
And the staff you call the Staff of Hermistus Megistus is essentially a staff like any other. It's a support, a potential weapon, and a symbol of power.
Is that what the Dad has?
It took precursor ambition to make such simple concepts into artifacts powerful enough to threaten 2 entire civilizations. Bravo us!
So these devices threaten the human world and the Isu alien world? That's interesting. Let me not get too close to Dad. I don't want to activate this yet. Interesting, because Icarus was in the cutscene. I would think he'd be like useful almost. What's on this side? The lore, man.
The precursors were proud of this monstrosity. They wanted it to be an indestructible repository of their knowledge.
Oh, okay. So this is a library.
And here you're supposed to listen and be impressed by the precursor monument around you. They wanted to make sure you remembered this island, no matter how often it was renamed. Thera, Callista, Atlantis.
What's this back here? Oh, just the blocks.
It was supposed to be a reference point for simulating new universes. But how can they make a better future if they won't acknowledge their past mistakes?
Huh. And these are symbols from the Sphinx.
At least one of the worst influences is gone in my present anyway. Juno's power was immense. I never would have been able to transmit these recordings if she was still here.
Yeah, Juno. I think you've interacted with her the most.
Too many of my people have tried to manipulate humans to their own ends. I'm sorry some of them have been so successful. Precursor Precursor sites have often included an educational mandate aimed at humans. I'm sure you already realize these generous revelations are strategic.
It's just interesting that this side has a door and the other one doesn't. And now that I've done them all, I can't interact with them again. Cool. Let's go talk to Dad. Return them to their sockets.
Good work. Was it hard to obtain the artifact?
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along. I know there's not much time, but I need answers.
I imagine you have many questions.
I have questions about my family.
The sentimental and emotional connections formed between people have always irked me. I knew Myrrine would fail to stay detached.
Why did you come here and leave my mother and me in Sparta?
I was never going to erase you. Our duty was to continue our ancient bloodline and ensure there was someone strong enough to do what was necessary when the time came.
You could have brought us here with you.
And you would have been unprepared.
If you've been here all these years, how did you meet my mother?
We're both descendants of the people who built this place, just like you. We knew that we had an obligation to preserve our lineage.
That's when you agreed to make me.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Is he like a test tube baby? This is weird.
Why is the cult hunting our family?
It is our family's destiny to control the power in this place. In our blood lies the key to unlocking the secrets of Atlantis.
So they want our blood?
You have a destiny, my child, to destroy the cult and their influence on the Greek world. You threaten everything they have striven for, because you have the power to oppose them.
They've tried to destroy me and failed, and they'll never control me. That's all I wanted to know. I want to know more about Atlantis, and your work.
There isn't enough time for me to explain even a fraction of what I have learned here. All I can offer for now is a hint of enlightenment.
You call it Atlantis, but what exactly is this place?
I believe it was a city long ago. A place where beings of great knowledge and power lived before humankind had built even its first primitive settlements. It was perhaps some kind of library where the Ancient Ones stored information.
This place is like a tomb. How did you live down here? And for so long?
This artifact, like your spear, possesses incredible power. It has given me life, so that I may continue to learn from this place.
What have you been studying here?
Everything. The first civilization's history, their culture, their science. With it, we can change humanity's destiny and usher in an age of enlightenment.
Destiny is something only the gods can alter.
They were gods, living, breathing gods.
I've heard enough.
I think Arthur C. Clarke, I could be wrong, but he's got like one of my favorite quotes, something to the effect of, science, advanced science to primitive beings looks like magic. And that's very much the idea that they did with the Isu here. They're super technologically advanced. And the humans in the ancient times are so dumbed down that they just, they're like gods.
What do I do with the artifacts?
Just place them in their corresponding steles, and the path to answers will illuminate.
I should go.
Yes, there is much to do. Bring back the artifacts quickly. The longer we wait, the greater the risk of Atlantis being discovered.
Yeah, well, I got them all, Dad. Don't worry
Call
about it.
me Aletheia. I am truth in its revelation, and I am calling you out. You who try to rewrite the laws of the universe. You who manipulate human progress. What do you hope to achieve?
I got Juno.
You treat humans as useful apes. How many artifacts have you created to control their minds? Do you fear their potential that much?
Well done. This artifact will bring us closer to sealing the temple.
It nearly brought me closer to my tombstone.
You have more questions?
Okay, they don't unlock it.
I should go.
Yes, there is much to do. Bring back the artifacts quickly. The longer we wait, the greater the risk of Atlantis being discovered.
Change will come. And not just the so-called end of the world you fear. You call yourself saviors, but tell me, would this doomsday have appeared had you not pulled on the threads of the universe in the first place?
Guess the Cyclops is supposed to be first.
Was it difficult to find this artifact?
I just had to keep my eye on it.
Those who came before, they speak to us and show us revelations. Though these words of disapproval are troubling.
The gods have argued before. Athena and Poseidon competed for Athens. I wonder if Aletheia won control of this place.
Bad shot.
Ancient adventurer, I made this recording to try to help you. I'm sorry if it's confusing. We East you see various pasts and futures, and I know you'll be here more than once.
Yeah, that was supposed to be first.
My fellow precursors set endless challenges in your path. Artifacts, creatures. Don't get me started on the Olympus project. Their meddling got out of hand. I have no easy answers for you. Your future depends on a multitude of choices you have to make for yourself. I'm sorry if so many of them end in pain. Your playwright's tragedies are your real oracle.
Huh.
Hurry. This artifact will help us close off the temple.
You're nearly as stubborn as its former owner.
But please, don't give up. You are more important than you can imagine. And like your own Pandora, I have one thing left to offer you. Hope. Despair is not our only legacy. You're like me, a rebel against your destiny. You're not just a mercenary, you're a hero for the ages. Hold fast to what you know is true, and you will overcome. Claim your place in history. All that is terrible and beautiful in this world is your birthright. Take it.
Her words are for you, Eagle Bearer. My preparations bear fruit. The potential of your bloodline is proven by the precursors themselves.
Aletheia says she can see the future. Many futures. Can this be a true oracle?
Ancient scholar, you stretched your life to the breaking point. I see you hiding yourself from the world, puzzling out the words of my fellow precursors. Please, listen to my advice. You're analyzing the equations of reality itself. You've gotten further than any other human has. That is both amazing and terrible. It's clear to me that even this tiny dose of cosmic understanding has twisted your mind. I'm sorry. The precursors should never have shared knowledge you weren't ready for. You live in obsessive darkness. You must understand that this focus on power and bloodlines is not your true legacy. The precursors have manipulated you. They're turning your problem-solving intellect to their own selfish ends. You're better than this. Make your own legacy. Let your mathematical discoveries be the glorious sunbeams that shine out past your tomb.
I gotta separate this.
Please, Scholar, clear your mind and focus on your present situation. At this moment, you possess a powerful artifact. It has extended your life long enough. As hard as it may be, it's time to pass it on. It's someone else's turn to balance the equations.
No. No, lies. This is not obsession. This is research. This is discovery of the very origins of the world.
It is an opinion, Pythagoras. Though, one with reason behind it, I believe.
Traveler of many times, congratulations on making it this far. I'm glad we can share this message out of time, this fragment of reality.
I think she's talking to Layla now.
I'm recording this just for you, even if those living in the past won't understand it. Our simulated realities will cross sooner or later. Or do you think you're really here now, listening to this recording? Isn't this an animus recreation? Isn't it part of a greater simulation? How far do the ripples in the pool spread? Let's talk, rebel to rebel. We've been held back too long by precursor rules. It's time for new paths with new possibilities. This is not an era of control, but of creation. I've gathered some like-minded precursors to make a new start. We'll stop interfering and start enabling. From your point of view, it will take a considerable amount of time to prepare. But when we're ready, you're welcome to join us. After all you have to do is press a button and run another simulation.
This is madness. Fiction. Where I thought there would be wisdom, there is only the garbled babbling of a fool.
Pythagoras, calm yourself. Maybe this invitation was meant for someone else. There is no need to lose your reason over mere words.
Oh, I see my life seem crapped out. That's great.
This is incredible. The knowledge stored here is overwhelming. It will take me years to decipher it all.
What about sealing Atlantis? Have you found a way to do it?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, what is it?
The staff is the key.
All right, it's time.
I can't, not yet.
If the staff is the key to this place, I don't want to get locked in.
I can't hand it over yet. There is still so much to see.
That wasn't the plan.
I will not be ordered around or lectured by you.
It was your plan to seal this place, and I agreed to help.
That was before I realized what we would uncover about the first civilization. The creation of humankind.
We are sealing this place to keep the cult from using it to enslave humanity. That is bigger than your quest for knowledge.
The cult will be nothing but an insect to swat. once the power is ours.
It's too dangerous to leave this place open, and you know it.
You wouldn't understand.
Your pride will cost us all in the end.
It's not about pride.
What good is knowledge if you curse all of humanity in the process? It's what you wanted to avoid in the first place. Sometimes it's better if we find our own path. Ugh, we are not ready for the power this place offers.
You're right. I cannot save humanity directly, but I can save it from itself. This is your burden now. Humanity's fate will be decided by the choices you make. I understand. Alexios, choose wisely.
Whoa! Man, this sucks too. My live stream's crapping out. What's the staff even have? Low chance to gain 30% health. Cool. I mean, we know what it looks like, dude. It's just the staff. That's sick. It might reskin my spear to look like that. Let's steal it.
Atlantis is too dangerous. I must seal it.
Ah, damn it. We're going to the real world? I wasn't ready for all this.
A friend is a friend to the end of the end, that's forever and a day. Stay by your side, don't hear me say goodbye, come with me, 'cause that's a friend